pop culture universe of television, movies, even cartoons are being devastated and ravaged by the cancel culture from the left, right? So now, because of protesting and the systemic racism that we're all told exists, Cops has been canceled. I don't know if you heard that. 33 seasons.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I think it was today or yesterday, Live PD, which is an A&E cop show, has also been canceled.
Oh, didn't know
That's
that.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now we've moved on to a new one. It's a cartoon. Just happened today. You ready? There's a cartoon of little animals. I think they're all dogs, hence the name. Paw Patrol. It's a Nickelodeon show.
All right.
Main character is Chase, German Shepherd, cartoon dog. He shows police officers in a positive light. So Paw Patrol, you gotta go. Yeah. And I think the lady said, I did not have my notes printed for this thing. She's like, I don't want to live in the world where my child can watch Paw Patrol. And I'm like, you are an insane person. Why are we allowing? And I said, there's no chance that Nickelodeon will stand up to this because they bent the knee and they like virtue signaled. It's all Paw Patrol.
And this still goes back to my point from earlier on today. It's like they keep on doing this, and they're going to eat themselves with this ridiculous. And the fact that these companies are actually bowing down to this.
I know. By the way, if you're a collector of anything, almost all of these things now become collectibles. So if you have a hard copy of Cops, you have a hard copy of these Paw Patrol, if you have a physical copy, that will be a collectible in like 20 years. Just so you know, there'll be some kid who's like, I remember Paw Patrol, let me go buy that disc. It'll be $100 on Amazon. Someone will buy it.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned Amazon too. I saw that Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, we're going to touch on that.
That is the #1 selling DVD on Amazon.
Absolutely. You know why? Because they banned it. They're going to pull it off HBO Max. Now, HBO Max says they're going to put it back with a comment. Now, here's a little factoid I wanted to make sure you knew. All right.
Love factoids.
I got to make sure I get it right because I am not going to be up to date. Because Hattie McDaniel, I didn't know. She won Best Supporting Actress for the Oscar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is her speech. Academy of Motion Pictures arts and scientists, fellow members of the motion picture industry and honored guests. This is one of the happiest moments of my life, and I want to thank each one of you who had a part in selecting me for one of their awards, for your kindness. It has made me feel very, very humble. I shall always hold it as a beacon for anything that I may be able to do in the future. I sincerely hope I shall always be a credit to my race, to the motion picture industry. My heart is too full to tell you just how I feel, and may I thank you and God bless you. We are now saying this film is so racist and historically inappropriate to show anyone or teach from that we're going to erase Hattie McDaniel's performance, her award, and her speech from a generation.
Well, aren't we seeing that with a lot of historical things? I mean, it's just adding up. It's piling up now.
Can I make your blood pressure? I don't know what it takes to get your blood pressure to rise. So let's keep going. Ready? This is the insanity. It just keeps going. All right.
Okay. Where are we going?
Looney Tunes.
All right.
Looney Tunes. Gun control people said no. HBO Max. Again, HBO. HBO, by the way, does like Game of Thrones and 6 Feet Under and Sopranos, and suddenly they're concerned on Looney Tunes to take out Elmer Fudd's rifle and Yosemite Sam's pistols.
And replace it with a sickle.
Well, that was the one episode.
Okay.
I assume they're just going to be... At one point, Bugs Bunny crams dynamite in Elmer Fudd's mouth. It literally, to me, and I have not watched the whole episode, I watched a clip, it just looked like Tom and Jerry. Which, I'm not opposed to Tom and Jerry, it's just, that's Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
It is just, why on earth do we care so much? And what is Elmer Fudd going to do without the shotgun? It makes no sense whatsoever. Go woke or broke?
Yeah. Where are we going? How much farther is it going to go?
All right, it's going to go further.
All
so, right. This is where it becomes insane. So,
that wasn't.
No, this is worse.
Okay.
This is how bad they will get. I hold in my hand, Johnny Carson, I hold in my hand from a not hermetically sealed envelope on Funko Wagnall's porch.
You got to be a little bit older to understand that.
That's a reference for Bob. The glasses didn't come on, but I'm working at it. All right, so have you ever watched The Flash?
I have.
Okay. There's a guy who can stretch himself like rubber. Not Plastic Man. His name is actually Elongated Man. You know what I'm talking about at all? Okay. There's a guy who can do those things.
Okay, good.
You know what Plastic Man is.
Yeah, the guy with the goggles on that can stretch.
Right. So he doesn't have the goggles, but he can stretch. Okay. So Elongated Man is kind of like a more detective office version of Plastic Man. Plastic Man was kind of trapped with the goggles and the suit. He couldn't really get out of them because it was the way holding them together or something. I don't know. Okay. This guy can control stretching. Okay? He's on Flash. He just got fired. The guy that plays this character on The Flash Just got fired. His name is
What was his crime?
Hartley Sawyer. Well, first, before I get to the crime, he says, well, first off, let me say that he did apologize, but that didn't matter. Okay. In 2012, he wrote that the only thing keeping me from doing mildly racist tweets is the knowledge that Al Sharpton would never stop complaining about me. 2012. I actually kind of laughed out loud a little bit at that one. He tweeted in 2014, and this one's actually kind of a little bit audacious. I'm not really going to read it, but it was kind of like, it involved the word rape, and it was inappropriate, but it was like 2014. He was not hired on The Flash. Okay, let me make sure I get this straight. 2012 tweet, 2014 tweet. He was hired for Flash in 2017. It wasn't regularly on the show until 2018. So someone went back to Twitter, found something that he did 5 years before he even got the job to say, no, you said this back then, you're no longer eligible. So my question to you is, I want to ask you, because this is actually almost like libertarian type territory. Mm-hmm. Why can't he sue to say wrongful termination? Because that was all public knowledge when he got hired.
Well, nothing could stop him from suing.
I don't know what the right to work laws on in California, but
however, I mean,
no one's going to take up the case. I mean, I'm just saying, like, California and the union are not going to help this guy. However,
I mean,
they hired him.
I know. We are in a different time right now, and that stuff doesn't matter anymore. There's people out there, that's their job.
I know.
Is to go through old tweets.
I know.
Going back, who knows?
I don't even know.
I mean, fortunately, I've only published articles on mine. So.
I don't know what I've said. I don't know what I've done. And I don't really care, so they want to turn me in, I don't really care. Yeah. I'm not working for these people, so I don't really care what
so I mean, it's just trolling. I mean, clearly, some of the stuff he said
it's not the best stuff. It's ugly and it's kind of gross, but it's not worth like shutting. And by the way, it dates back 5 or so years before he even had the job.
Right, and who does Flash CW or yeah. CW had no reason to go look at that stuff.
No, so they didn't care. Nobody cared for this whole time from 2017 to now. Dude's been on the show. Been on the show as a regular since 2018, so at least 2 seasons. And now suddenly it's an issue.
But we shouldn't act like this is unusual because we've seen this happen time and time.
I know, but it's hard to take.
No, it is. It's just the times, and we.
Because Yosemite Sam now he's lost his pew guns. Yeah, and Gone with the Wind is gone.
We're losing our minds.
It's absolutely pop culture suffering, and I hated derailed my. You jerks derailed my pop culture segment because I had to talk about this nonsense instead of the movie reviews that I did this week. So shame on you. All you people that did this. And I had to talk to the Worm and Germ guy about it.
Yeah, man. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Are you going to watch Looney Tunes when they don't have guns? I don't even want to watch it.
I don't even know where to find Looney Tunes anymore.
What's on HBO Max? Okay. I guess it's like another sub-streaming.
Because you clearly can't find that on Cartoon Network.
There's no chance I would watch it now. There's no chance I would watch it now.
I guess you're going to have to drive up to another Cracker Barrel and hopefully find the video sitting on a shelf like you found with...
Song of the South. Yeah, maybe. Actually, I went to go look for Paw Patrol today, and Paw Patrol's price went up. Yeah. It already has been jacked up. It was like $5 like 2 minutes ago. I didn't buy it. I'm like, I don't want to watch Paw Patrol. Kids won't watch it. And I'm like, now it's like $20 this season. So
how young kids are you talking about?
4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little bunch of dogs running around. It's just a cute little kiddie show.
No, I know. I thought you were talking about like. Your children?
No.
Are they going to watch Paw Patrol?
No. I mean like the grandkids.
Gotcha.
Sorry. When I say kids, I mean grandkids. Gotcha. I don't mean my own kids anymore. They're adults now.
Right.
So even the youngest one's an adult now.
I still call my daughter kid.
To her face, I guess.
And her husband.
My wife calls her kid more than I do.
Hey, we're going to the kid's house.
Yeah, I probably do that too.
Yeah,
that happens sometimes. So anyway, news talk. That's pretty much our show this week. I do have a surprise for you I didn't get to, so we'll save that for next week.
Looking forward to that. As if Elmer Fudd wasn't a big surprise.
Way bigger than Elmer Fudd. I have that coming up. We have more. We'll talk about review stuff. We'll probably have a more pop culture centric show next week to get me caught up, since we got caught up on mosquitoes and all the GMO attacking mosquitoes that could possibly come to Florida. And the boys are not going to hurt me, but the girls, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what's happening to this show anymore.
Well, pop culture it up.
There we go. All right, news talk it is.
See you next time.
Hey, we're News Talk with Brandon and Bob. We're here to tell you about some of the facts so you don't have to waste your time watching CNN.
We don't want you wasting any time with CNN.
Or Fox, or MSNBC, or some of these other guys that are making a whole lot of money.
Et cetera, et cetera.
It's not paying.